Hello everyone, this is Buddy Binks and welcome back to Let's Play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, where we're continuing on in the fourth case of the game, The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. Alright, let's go deal with this annoying pair. Oh god, what was the voice? It's almost like a gumshoe voice I gave him, right? Kind of. Ah, you pair again. Your annoying stirring of the tea with your frickin' pipe. It's so annoying.
Tell me, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid.
Well, Mr. Holmes is in his element down there.
Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Now then, why don't you... Oh, god dang it. Ah! For the umpteenth time, woman! Will you watch what you're bally well doing?
I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir.
Huh? Ah, yes, of course.
When has she had time to cook the dinner if she's just standing here pouring tea all over him?
Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave if you'd be so kind.
Oh, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance.
Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out.
No, we're just gonna let him get away with this? According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Garrideb is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. Oh? Did I just see a certain something appear? Or someone? What are you doing? See, I knew he was gonna help us out. What are you doing? Look at your butt sticking out. I want to poke his butt. What's he doing over there? But, Mr. Holmes? Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. You couldn't just stay down there.
Good gracious, when did you sneak in here?
He is a ninja. Sherlock Holmes, sir, at your service. Whatever were you doing over by the window? I'm given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here.
Huh, oh, well.
Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. Oh, and one other thing, Mr. Nodohodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Yay, you're helping us! Woo! Wait, he's not talking about... Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Oh my god, why does this feel like... Oh my god, this feels like a yaoi manga sometimes. Okay, just like he's like, oh, my heart's not ready for this. I wasn't expecting to do this again. I mean, it's bad enough that I already did it once with you, and so soon after losing a Sogi, but like, again? Now? Okay. Alright, I'll stop. Whew. They make it too easy for me though. They really do. Y'all are just feeding into the mind of a yaoi fangirl, and you have to stop. It's time to stop. Okay. Here we go. Do you mean, Mr. Holmes, you guys are gonna do that weird thing again? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. There is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Is something happening at dark? Is that why? Mr. Garrideb, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first-rate.
Huh?
I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements.
I beg your pardon?
The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. Ferocious beast? The cat? No.
Huh?
And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Okay, so the orange text are the things we're gonna have to correct. So it's not a ferocious beast, but something definitely caused that damage, right? To the wall? Those dishes? Ferocious beast. A child? Are they in the care of a child? I haven't seen any other signs of a child, though. I don't know. We'll see.
Ah! Ah!
Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broken out in a cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Holmes's conclusions are both spot on.
How? How could you possibly?
Who could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. Okay. What?
Ah!
And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Here we go. Yeah! Dance time. Get your party shoes on. I love the music. Nature of the beast. Okay, there's the lion, but I don't know. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Like, what is that? Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? He's looking up at the mantle. Oh, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid.
Aye.
Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrideb, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. No, there's something else then. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts.
What is this piffle, I ask you?
I think it's piffle rather than pifle. In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house.
What?
Stupid. Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well? Oh, well! The maid, okay. Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Oh? Me? I pray, you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is? Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. Oh! The child, right? The kid is at the circus right now? Is that it? Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrideb. At Batty's Circus. A travelling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe.
I most certainly did not sell my child. What the hell?
I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. Bruh. It wouldn't even fit in here. What are you talking about? I mean, maybe it would, but still. You're stupid sometimes. You're smart and yet stupid at the same time. I love you. And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Alright, rampaging Asiatic lion. No. Topic 2, aftermath. Now, Mr. Garrideb. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. So is it an animal or a kid? That's what I'm like confused. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage.
Nonsense, man. I simply...
But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain. This his leg, right? Maybe he wasn't shot in the army? She's looking. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. It's the cannon, isn't it? He's looking at the cannon. Or she's looking at it. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. Oh! For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go.
Yes, well, you're kind of right, but you're kind of wrong.
Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? Oh. The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. So that's a candle. I saw that white thing. I tried to click on it. I didn't know what it was. Oh, burn. So there was a fire. Okay. Huh. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, dear me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? Oh. She's looking again. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. No, it's the... Yeah, the candle... The candles. Of course, because we mentioned how horrible condition it was in. The candle holder. Interesting. Oh! There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it, or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There is only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. No. The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. You're so wrong, buddy. Carpet gnawed on by the starving lion, sure. More like it was burned by the candle. Knocked over by an angry child, or... I don't know. Maybe it is another animal. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes's great deduction of this beastly puzzle. Okay. Alright. They're like, what the hell's wrong with this man? Here we go again.
Ah! What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrideb. I'm afraid I didn't notice. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to... Oh, God. Whoa, my accent went all over the place for a second. Sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times, too. Oh, Mr. Holmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Nodohodo. What is it, again? Well, your deductions just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. Wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense as well? But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrideb and his maid would have been hurt. Or worse. Oh, that's where you're stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. No. I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Yep. Oh, my dear Mr. Sato, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Sure. I'm such a fool. Oh, what a glorious notion. Wrong, but glorious. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. A slight massage. That's all Mr. Holmes's deductions need. You can do it! Excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. How dare you use the word partner! No, it's too soon! Oh, it hurts my heart. Rinosuke. Are you gonna be okay moving on? We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least, that's what I want to believe. Let us start again, from the beginning, of Sherlock Holmes's Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Alright. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Alright, nature of the beast. Okay. We know it has to do with this. He looks up there. Man, military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid.
glanced. There we go. Here we go.
I really didn't see the lion thing coming.
No, but if you observe Mr. Garrideb's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this room.
Yeah, something with a very fierce nature.
But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India.
So what was it then?
We must follow Mr. Garrideb's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer.
Okay. Mortar shells. Ah! Aha! Photograph frame. What is this? I knew it. Wait, that's his wife? Is that her? He covered her face? That's the maid, right? That's him and his wife. Did she do all of this? I'm confused now, huh?
What's this photograph?
It appears to be from Mr. Garrideb's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he?
He does, but you can't make out his bride.
No, how unfortunate.
I was gonna say how fortunate.
Oh, I'm being bad. Okay. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face.
Maybe she's angry and tired of being the maid, right? Maybe she's the reason this happened?
I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply there.
Filled by... Is it this? I'm thinking. I think so. Nothing else makes sense. Mortar shells? I mean, nothing else makes sense to me. I do wonder what they're gonna say about this, though. Let me just click on it, just to see what they have to say.
These are shells for the cannon, are they? What a strange place to keep them.
I imagine they have some significance to Mr. Garrideb from his time in the army. Ah, of course, he mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Do you remember? He said that he'd been shot in the knee. Perhaps it was one of these that hit him?
If a round that size had hit his knee, there'd be nothing left of it, or Mr. Garrideb for that matter. Mr. Holmes has a Persian slipper, and this man has spent shells. Perhaps it's customary in Britain to display, well, rubbish on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I think it has to be this. So let's present this.
Take that!
No? Photograph frame. Behind the line. No. Is a photograph.
Though I have yet to examine it in detail, I can assure you that it holds...
I did examine it. Jumping to conclusions. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion?
Oh, well, it's supposed to be logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show.
This is my show, Mr. Nodhodo. Kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage.
Sorry.
Okay. So, let me click on it again. What do we know with some certainty is that what we do know is that a destructive creature has been at work in this room.
And that Mr. Garrideb inadvertently looked in the direction of something that gives its identity away.
Yes, if we investigate thoroughly enough, we ought to find the answer. What did Mr. Garrideb turn to look at? It's here somewhere. We simply need to find it. I mean... there's really... nothing else that makes sense, right? It has to be this photograph. Let's click on it again. Why can't I... I can't... Oh, there we go. Newlywed bride? I have to click on this again? Or, oh wait, I can present now. Newlywed bride, I can present now. Got it.
Take that!
Okay. Whew. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride. Okay. So it's not a kid. Precisely, Mr. Nodahodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this framed print pictures your wife, Mr. Garrideb. And while we will lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Indeed. Surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Ah! Oh my god, what are you guys doing? You're insulting her. She's right there. She's gonna punch the hell out of all of you. Oh lord. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast, which so clearly savaged this room, was your wife, Mr. Garrideb. She got tired of pouring tea on you and instead took to smashing objects.
yeah!
Oh, his face had a mark on it, didn't it? Oh, so rather than his arm, his face has the mark? Damn, how hard did she hit him? That's domestic violence. Holy crap. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well, okay. That's why we only see the side profile all this time. Got it. Okay, anchored creature I've disappeared to. Madam. Okay. It is. Your dress pockets. No. The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Holmes is quite right. There's no sign of a Mrs. Garrideb anyway. But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Garrideb's wife could be. Okay, where is she hiding? Is there a ring? Teapot? Okay, that's the back of her. Pardon me. Ah! Ring, right? Wedding ring. Let's click on it first. She's wearing a very large ring, look. Oh yes, a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. And it's on the ring finger of her left hand, which means it's surely a wedding ring. Looks kind of weird, but okay. Looks like it's on there for life, too. Can't imagine it would slide off a finger of that size. That's something to think, Mr. Naruhodo, not to say thank you. Do you know Mr. Garrideb's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? It was a large sunflower design as well. Really? You have a great memory for these things. Huh, a large sunflower wedding ring. It's quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it? Okay. Wedding ring.
Take that!
Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. You're still calling her a beast. Wow. Ah! Indeed it does. That flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garrideb's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrideb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrideb yourself. Herself. Oh my word! I mean, I'd be angry too if I was forced to act like a maid.
Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmised, this is the wife, yes, my Joan. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a bally corker back. Ah!
I mean, she looks the same to me, but whatever. Rude.
It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct?
It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a champ can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ.
Yes, here in London one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Garrideb has his wife? Work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrideb?
You asshole. Sorry, I'm just pissed.
Only in company, obviously, but listen here, this must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please.
Wow. The raging wife of Mr. Garrideb. Alright. Well, you know when we do these, it's gonna be one episode, so it's gonna be long.
Now, Mr. Garrideb,
Let's move on. It's plainly clear that you still have feelings for this beast. Oh. He's touching his face because she slapped him. Got it. Pain you feel. Nope.
Mr. Holmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr.
Right? He's still calling Mr. Garrideb's wife a beast after seeing all the damage she did. You gonna do that? You're like asking for death, you know. The next case will be us defending her on the murder charge of Sherlock Holmes. Oh my god. Be like, well, he did kind of deserve it.
Yes, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. But Mrs. Garrideb is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then. According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Garrideb's pain is tangible, though. What could that pose of his really signify?
Signifies the frickin' slapped cheek. I want to hear what they have to say. Ouch.
Oh my, look at that bright red mark. Damn.
Gosh, that's quite something. And clearly made by somebody's hand. Damn, it even goes over his eye. Oof.
Yes, Mr. Garrideb has been slapped on the face, it seems. Hard. I've never seen such a clearly defined mark. Whoever could have done such a thing? Well, there's a very limited number of candidates, I'd say.
Alright, let's present.
Take that!
Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek.
I love Ryunosuke's face when they do that. He's like super into it.
And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek refuses to fade.
That refuses to fade.
Was you, Madame Joan Garrideb?
Oh, well, yes.
You have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir.
Ah! How the blazes! How did you work that out, man? I constantly had to keep my eyes to the side, and I was looking all dramatic about it. And
Oh, it's so weird to see him from the front now.
Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view.
Well, huh.
Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrideb to fly into a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. You would think about the money. No. What else is it? Didn't Mr. Holmes say that the bills were all for lion fodder? Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food is her. Was Mr. Garrideb's wife. Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing. And we did see evidence with the whole cake thing, that she does eat a lot, so... Oof. Yes, well... She's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap round the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. It's kind of scary. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question so I can avoid it when you and I inevitably get married. But no, she's not gonna slap you, bro. You know she's gonna throw you. That's what she does. Okay, let's look around. Bookmark? Oh wait. Okay, hold on. Broken plate? Oh dear, this plate has been smashed to pieces. And nobody seems inclined to tidy up the mess. Oh, did he break the plate and piss her off? Perhaps it's some sort of high art? Really, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, anyone who has a cannon on display in their living room is clearly a little eccentric. Yes, let's call it eccentricity. Broken plate is what I'm thinking now. Oh, what's this bookmark? Is that a kiss mark on it? Uh-oh. Ah, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here. Look. Mr. Garrideb is clearly an avid reader. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note, written in a woman's hand. Who the hell would do that, though? Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look next to the signature here. Lip marks, made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas, Susato-san. Oh dear, I'm sorry. So this bookmark is actually a love note then, huh? So the broken plate is from her. She probably broke the plate then. Love note. So I guess it's that then.
Take that!
That makes more sense. Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Uh-oh. Oh, look at her face. Uh-oh, she's angry again. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here. Wait, do we have the name of the victim? I don't think so, right? Joan Garrideb, 38. She's younger. Fierce temper and tends to get rather physical. Is Mary the woman who was stabbed? Because that would give her a huge motive. Holy crap. If that seems too obvious? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Is the fly in the ointment here, I said. Ooh!
Ah!
She slapped him again.
But I don't know the Bali woman.
You don't know her.
That note wasn't written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there.
Interesting. It was just in there, you say?
That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah!
A likely story.
Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time. I bought the book at that second-hand place, and that note must still already have been in there.
So, the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean?
That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah!
A likely story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you'd forgotten, is John. Ah!
A likely story. She's stupid.
Are you questioning my name now?
Oh, she's like, well, if you're lying about one thing, you're probably lying about others. You're lying about who I am. Like you're ashamed of me or something. Damn, bro. You kind of deserve all of this. And there we have it. Rouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite.
Ah, I'm going to die, and you guys are making it worse.
Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? Okay. Yes, the fire. Uh-huh. Woolen carpet. Oh, dearie me. Ah. Okay, what is it? It's not the food. Here we go. Come on, candlestick.
But surely Mrs. Garrideb didn't eat the carpet.
No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper.
She's kind of scary.
No, that's true. So, this is the last part of Mr. Holmes's deduction that we need to fix. We need only to follow Mrs. Garrideb's gaze and that will tell us the real answer.
Alright, let's see what we can see.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yes.
I mean, look at all this stuff. There's the circus handbill, which I guess has nothing to do with anything. Look at all this destruction this woman has caused. Tower of Cakes. I mean, there's really nothing else. I mean, it's very obvious it's the candlestick.
This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it?
The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. Looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over.
Oh dear, that would be dangerous.
Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing.
I mean, it's pretty obvious from far, but sure.
Yes, I didn't notice that before.
Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle of the three missing from its holder?
I mean, and you also see this candle right here. Just want to see what they have to say about that.
The carpet here has been ripped to shreds.
Yes, and according to Mr. Holmes's deduction, the tears match those made by an Indian lion's teeth exactly.
Oh, look here.
What is it?
If you look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks.
Oh yes, so you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all.
Let's rethink this with that in mind.
Okay.
Take that!
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick.
Most illuminating, my dear fellow. And of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth.
Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet art was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away.
Scorch marks?
It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation.
Mrs. Garrideb's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused a candle to fall from the holder. And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room in flames.
Yes,
For the most ferocious beast in this world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. Gotta be all poetic about it.
And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok.
Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see there is but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Oh, he got up.
Mr. Holmes, sir. I salute you!
What the? Oh. Oh my. Carpet scorched by a small fire. Well, they're an interesting pair, alright. Okay. Deduction complete. Elementary. Ooh, boy. Alright, well, I think we'll deal more with this weird couple in the next episode. I'm glad we got through that. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.